Next important topic that we are going to study is types of restriction endonucleases. Okay, last class we have discussed the nomenclature of restriction enzyme. This class we are going to discuss the types of restriction endonucleases. Okay, restriction endonucleases has been classified into three different types. One is type 1 restriction endonuclease, type 2 restriction endonuclease, and type 3 restriction endonucleases. Okay, so and these are now a new added, that is type 4 restriction endonuclease. The most popular types of restriction endonucleases are type 1 restriction endonuclease, type 2 restriction endonuclease, and type 3 restriction endonucleases. Okay, and these endonucleases are classified based on the specific characteristics or properties. Okay, so that's why before going to the types of restriction endonucleases, we must know what are the different characteristics of restriction endonucleases, characteristics or properties of restriction endonucleases. Okay, what will be the first property? Obviously it will cut the nucleic acids. The name itself indicate the restriction endonucleases will cut the nucleic acids at the other than the end region. Okay, first important characteristics of restriction endonucleases is they will cut the nucleic acid or digest the nucleic acid at the region other than the end region or the terminal region. Okay, this is the first more characteristic. And second important characteristic is, you know that whatever the enzyme will call, so enzyme will always having a substrate, and enzymes are highly specific to their substrate. That you have that's a well known fact that enzymes are highly specific to the substrate. Here also when we talk about the restriction endonucleases, they will identify the nucleic acid. They will cut the nucleic acid because of the restriction sites. Because of the restriction sites. So what are these restriction sites now? So restriction sites are nothing but they are the regions or the area on nucleic acids that are recognized for cleavage by restriction endonucleases. Okay, so these are the so restriction sites are nothing but these are the regions or area of nucleic acid that are recognized for cleavage by restriction enzymes or restriction endonuclease. Now, what is the region, then recognition site? So recognition site is also known as restriction site, is also known as the recognition site. Okay, when we talk about the restriction enzymes, there are two terminologies that will be used. One is the restriction site, another one is the first one is the recognition site, another one is the cleavage site. Okay, recognition site is the region that has been identified by the enzyme. This is the site of recognition. Recognition, you know that recognition means where does the enzyme identifies that this is the where this is my substrate. It will identify DNA in the sequence in the DNA as the its substrate. That is known as the recognition site. Likewise, one more site is there, that is cleavage site. Cleavage site is the region where exactly the cut or cleavage happens. Okay, you might be confused. Recognition site what it is, cleavage site what it is. Recognition site is the region which the enzyme recognizes as its substrate, and cleavage site is the region where it cuts. Okay, actually these properties that will actually based on these properties only the enzymes are classified into different types. Another important factor that need to be considered as a characteristics of enzyme is, so enzymes are also having methylation property. Okay, we have discussed regarding the endonuclease property. So endonuclease enzymes not only the cleavage, they also have the methylation property. Methylation means what? Addition of methyl group. Addition of methyl group. Okay. These restriction enzymes also have a enzymatic activity where it adds the methyl group. So now the question arises, why the nucleus has to add the methyl group? Okay. I think this question has come to many of you. So what is the property of this restriction endonuclease? What it does is, wherever it sees the recognition site, it will go and cleave the DNA. Okay, it will go and cleave the DNA or RNA, any nucleic acid. But so only thing, it should have the recognition site. Now the question arises is, from where we have isolated the restriction endonucleases. Restriction endonucleases are isolated from bacteria, and bacteria is a living organism. When we call it as a living organism, it should have the nucleic acid, right? Any living organism, it will definitely have a nucleic acid. Nucleic acid may be DNA and RNA. Now the question comes is, so we are telling that restriction endonucleases, wherever it sees the recognition site, it will go and cleave that particular nucleic acid. Okay. Now the bacteria here, restriction endonucleases will be acting as a defense system in the bacteria. It will be acting as a defense system in bacteria. That means it is avoiding the entry of nucleic acid from some other pathogenic organism. So it protects the bacteria from entry of pathogenic nucleic acids. Okay. So now what happens is, now because the bacteria also contain the nucleic acid, how does the bacteria protect itself? Okay, so it will have the adverse effect on the foreign DNA. Now, how to protect its own DNA? Okay, for that the bacteria has developed the methylation property. So, the one more important thing here about the restriction endonucleases, restriction in the endonucleases will not act upon them, will not cut, it doesn't cut. So restriction endonucleases does not cut the methylated DNA, does